Mr. Aggression.
Fantastic flash to set up BlameF into the peak. It's short, but only one found from the Joe Berettas. Absolutely would have wanted more out of that position. Oh, Glaive on the fallback through the smoke. Eliminates ZYWOO with a bullet between the eyes. Farley from range fights and dances with Magisk, and it's a dance of death that rings out for the day. And it's down to 2 players left here for Vitality as they try and fall away. Dupree turns and fights, and Dupree gets a follow-up. Now we're back to a 2v2 as suddenly Astralis get back into the site. The defuse, well, it's being stuck. There's a kid in the back of Farley. He's holding it through. The bullets are missing. And Astralis have the pistol. The defuse stuck in the smoke. That's a disastrous start for Vitality.
The follow-up headshot connects Masuta, trading out on BlameF. Fantastic stuff here from Vitality. And Dupree puts an end to the peaks from Astralis. They just see 3 players a day swinging out top ramp. So Vitality in such a good position now, being up 2 players with all that info.
This was something that Maui Snake just pointed out on the desk perfectly. He thinks Vitality have the better ramp control, and we're seeing that here.
For the utility of Astralis, BlameF claiming the first life and Glaive into the flash play set up by Farley. Miraculous just even compete in the remaining seconds of this round. ZYWOO has got teammates alongside of him. ZYWOO has taken him out of the round, but needs much more where that came from, and ZYWOO ditching them out. We're talking about miraculous. ZYWOO certainly lives up to that. Dupree, you can't plant that, so we're going to have to find a different place to put that bomb, and he will certainly find position for it. But now 1v1 against BlameF, and Dupree placing the sight, flashes up into the fight. And he's so close to taking him out, but the head just barely showing damage being done. But BlameF better for it, but has to come into the den. And Dupree, and how have they recovered that? Vitality, they've got ZYWOO, and they've got a Phenom to get them back into the play. To stop that short play from coming in.
Big rotate from Astralis. They have everyone here, but it might not matter because ZYWOO is on the server, and he's here with a bang.
That is incredible. 4 big bangs right there from ZYWOO, taking 4 players down in the round. There's one player you're going to leave alone in these positions and have full faith in. It would often be BlameF, one of the best CT players on the planet, but this time gets shredded by Apex. Glaive caught in no man's land and open, trying to transition position. And Apex swiftly takes him away too. Vitality not really sweating it in these rounds. You lose Dupree towards B early, but
look at the aggression.
Well, Glaive cracks over the head of ZYWOO, and ZYPEX moves through with a rifle. And Astralis starting to turn this into a round win as BlameF connects another. Dupree, 12-2, looking to try and win the 1v3. And it goes over towards Glaive. Play forward. Oh! 1 bullet to the brain. And Config out of play. BlameF and ZYPEX, well, this one's pretty much done.
I was hoping for another 1-tap. If I ever get a 1-tap in a game, I'm going for 1-taps all round.
Yeah. But
they have to take it a little more seriously than my matchmaking game, so it turns out.
Yeah, we care about the matchmaking, because you know, a little different here on the servers. BlameF versus 5 starts to creep his way towards Dupree. He's gonna look for the tap on towards BlameF, but the headshot collected Dupree forcibly to be. Yeah, when you realize how many players are needed to play that spot, you know on Sandbites it's absolutely the right call here for Vitality to go back to B, but dealing with the players inside of the site is proving to be a little more difficult than they initially expected. A couple of kills to come in for Astralis, but ZYWOO again pulling him out of the hole. He's got the shovel, but it's not enough just yet. 9 seconds, ZYWOO has to do it all. 1 versus 2, time is ticking. He has to commit to the plan, and now he's stuck in the smoke. Farley goes into the shot, P250 to the head, and another round, 1 rifle, 4 pistols. Astralis get a 4th round.
It is Vitality just forcing them further and further back, but ZYPEX and Glaive, they've taken 2 kills between them. Dupree and Masuta out of the round. With 20-odd seconds left, ZYWOO finally put the player in the ground. So, another round looking almost on here, but a 3v3, a retake for Astralis is needed.
BlameF still has utility. That could be big, because there aren't that many positions you can play in this post plant.
Flash goes over the top, ineffective, but ZYPEX still comes out on top of the fight. ZYWOO misses the shot, goes into the fight, and Farley takes him down in the second peak. And now it is Magisk having to close in the 1 versus 3. Currently held behind a great screen gap. They've managed to get around to the same side. And a shot for ZYWOO, another one pulled out. 2 players still towards short side right now for Astralis, and 45 seconds for Vitality. This is certainly doable. Magisk needs to kill him, he's not able to get it, so ZYWOO springs into action. And we're about to see more magic out of the Frenchman. He pushes forward, this time Config with the reposition, catches him as he crosses. Both teams with frustrating rounds. We'll see which team comes out on top as you join us for the second half.
Here they come in towards Magisk. It's Masuta that's taking the first two. Good for Farlick out, and a fantastic hold so far from Vitality. The split potential not really there any longer for Astralis, so they have to just get into these fights, and Config can try, but he won't come out on top.
Towards short, ZYWOO looks to try and fight. He's got in the mix early. MP9 comes away with both kills and a swift upgrade to the AK. ZYWOO taking sprinkles of damage through the smoke, but he's hanging around. He is not leaving. He is staying in the fight, down to 1 HP. Goes into the fight and Config. Close corner is quick for the double kill and followed up by Farlick. So you had the perfect start. You had the ideal position, and Vitality have lost it. Astralis right back into the driver's seat with the man advantage.
And they can pounce. They have the utility deep so that they cut off the rotation. Meg is trying to fight, but ZYWOO Blade trades out the 1-for-1 against Masuta. Magisk, that CT play you're talking about, stepping up strong, and Config left in the 1v3. Great stuff out of Magisk. And Masuta closes with the 3K. Big round from him. And Vitality, that's a strong answer back.
Fires at battle, he goes around the corner. It's ZYWOO that's got one, but the rest of the kills come in for Astralis. Farlick, Grave, and Zipnix taking all the kills required. And just Magisk left, he can't compete in this one. And exactly that. He takes out Blamef, gets the opening, and Ramp is almost shut down already. Apex follows up with another. And ZYWOO's ready for the play on through. This round was over before it began. Astralis down to 2 players.
Suta goes for the reaggression, and the bomb is gifted to him. Vitality continue to contend. Astralis finally fighting back.
They need much more where that came from, and that's exactly what Farlick has gone and found, but plenty more needed. ZYWOO rattling off a couple of shots, brings down Masuta, and Blamef and Zipnix into the clutch. Spotted Dupree with the aggression forward. Blamef gets caught out, and ZYWOO in a 1 versus 2. There'll be a world, time long ago where you would not count him out in any clutch, but
I don't think he can commit through that. Well, maybe he can.
That's not clean at all for Dupree, luckily. Well, not even luckily, gets caught on the crossback with a smoke. Blamef takes him out with a Glock in. Oh no, not again. Pistols again. They just keep pulling him out. Astralis. Surely this is their round. Apex in a 1 versus 4 does get taken out.
Got a boosted player up on the ledge, over the wood they go, and Config over the top gets taken out by Dupree. Dupree now swinging out and trying to gather some more info. Plenty of information being passed on, and that causes the Vitality rotation of another player to try and help out Dupree in this hole.
Just testing the waters only. That jump is ill-advised, and now Vitality have way too many frags.
See, plan should be enough here, and the shot through quad, it's done damage. Zipnix is followed up. The damage into the back of the site, and perhaps there is just a chance out of nowhere here for Astralis. Damage done, and into the 2v2. All of a sudden, Zipnix pushes forward, but it's ZYWOO that puts him in the ground, and Apex closes it out. Vitality take their first win in Dallas. Another win over Astralis. They've got them in the bike at 2-0 in that head-to-head. And we'll see how that rivalry continues in the future, but Vitality have the upper hand.